What is up, everyone? How's everybody doing today? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hey, Thursday Live. Yeah, I know, man, it's a different time. I know we do this all the time. This happens a lot. Uh, because the studio, I have to work the studio schedule. And sometimes people book, and I tell, like last week, I told you it might be 1 o'clock or 6. I think last week we did it at 6 o'clock. And I said, oh, this next week we're going to do it at 1 o'clock. But here it is, 2:15, because I had another thing. Anyway, uh, irrelevant, I guess you could say. How's everybody? Today, man, I wanted to first of all, welcome in. Donny Baker is my name. We are here at ES Audio Recording Studios. Let me go ahead and put up the live thing there so you know we are live. In fact, live. So I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of things. I actually have a question for you. And if you guys are watching the replay, you can leave a comment down below when I get to the thing where I'm going to ask you which one you like better. And you can leave me a comment down below if you like. Unless you're here live, you can let me know live and put it in the chat. I know that we're also on Twitch today. We're on YouTube, and I'm actually monitoring the YouTube. You know what, man? The YouTube is like I think the YouTube is like 22 seconds behind. So I can't really have the audio up. If I turn the audio up, let's see. Yeah, bro, it's like really, it's so delayed. It's really difficult to watch that. I can't really watch it. I just needed to make sure that it was going. So, and we're also live on Twitch today. So hello, Twitch people, how y'all doing? In case you don't know who this is and what we do, my name is Donny Baker, and I am I'm a mentor and a coach, helping up and coming, not even up and coming, but audio engineers in general, man. Freelance audio engineers, music producers, studio owners. If you're thinking about opening your own commercial studio, let's chat. I've got some ideas for you. I've done it. And this is the thing, man, is I have done it. And I will say I'm successful. Let's not measure success in monetary value. The things, my house, my car, my hat. Don't do that. What I consider a success is that I do this for my money, and I haven't had to get another job the last job I had was 2002. Just saying. That was the last legit job that I had where I had to, 9 to 5 kind of vibe. But, so actually 2001, man, the end of 2001. Yeah, so it's been a minute, But yeah, that to me is success. And let's measure your success that way too, that you're able to quit your damn day job and make this your living. Make your living doing something that you love to do, because that's why I'm here, man. I'm here to hook you up and help you out. Because I have done it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it because I did it. I still do it, man. This is we're here at ES Audio Recording Studios. This is my Studio B. This is my mix room. We can record in here, but I really do enjoy mixing in this room. It just feels good. It sounds good. It's not as big as the other studio, Studio A. It's not as large. So the control room, I don't know, I guess it's 12 feet by 20 feet. You want to do the math on that and figure out the square footage. I mean, there you go. But no, it's nicely treated. The walls are treated, the floor is treated, the ceiling is treated. And it just sounds good in here, man. I'm just used to it. I've mixed in here, since we moved here. I built this room as a mix room, so I really enjoy it. But yeah, so I have done this, and I can help you do it. What I wanted to talk to you today about, not to get off the subject of what you want to do with your life, but I'm here to help. Just letting you know that that's why we do these lives. I'm here to answer your questions and be here for you if something comes up that you need to know about. But what I wanted to talk to you today about, in case there's anybody watching live, I don't see, there's a couple people there. Let me know in the chat that you're here. And if you got questions, comments, or concerns along the way, I'm here for you. But what I wanted to chat with you about today is, this came up with, I was talking to one of my students a couple of days ago. They were here. And they were concerned, or they, not really concerned, but they were wondering how to figure out how much to charge their clients for engineering services. Valid. I mean, that's a general awesome question. I get it. How much do you charge? Do you let me ask you this. Do you feel like you have to do some stuff for free just to establish yourself? That's a great question. And the answer to that is, oh, absolutely not. Never. Always, always have some kind of exchange. Even if it's, hey, Brian, man, it's been a minute, bro. Brian's here with us, man. Brian ain't been here in a minute, man. Good to see you. Good to see you hanging out, man. So yeah, if Brian, if you got any questions or anybody else got any questions, that's why we're here. So, but yeah, even if even if you're working with your best friend and you're just doing stuff in your house, in your bedroom or in your apartment, you're just recording some vocals or you're doing a little mix, or you're even doing some edits for, dude, charge that friend something. Always have an exchange for stuff that you do. Don't ever work for free. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is that you'll get known as the guy who works for free. You get known as the person who works for free. But don't do it. I can tell you when you're trying to figure out how much, I mean, yeah, it's there are sometimes budgetary constraints and things we have to think about, but generally, in my viewpoint right now, where I am in my career, if I know this sounds pretty harsh, but if somebody can't afford me, they can't afford me. I'm not gonna lower my price just because somebody doesn't have my rate. My rate is my rate. If somebody asks me how much does it cost to mix a song, that's how much it costs. Oh, that's expensive. Okay, cool. Call the other guy because I mean, I've been doing it a minute. I got stats. I got accolades hanging on the walls. So you want me to mix your song? I ain't cheap. I do say I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm pretty good. I like my mixes, but I think what I do is worth the money that I charge. And that's important that you understand that you have to know that what you're charging, you're worth what you're charging your clients. Now, I can tell you this too. When we hire engineers to work here, well, first of all, you have to establish yourself as an engineer who I can trust to work with my clients. My clients are booking in on my website. They're calling in and they're booking in on the phone, and they might ask for an engineer. And if all right, I got a list. I start with this guy. If he's not available, I go to the next guy. Or depending on the genre of music, like I've got some engineers that are better at hip hop and some engineers that are better at full bands. So maybe the hip hop guy can't really do a full band, and maybe the full band guy doesn't want to do hip hop or he doesn't like working with hip hop. So there's that. But the least amount of money that I pay anyone, the bottom that I pay is $25 an hour. That's the least that I pay. I mean, I've got I got one engineer that charges me $40 an hour regular. He will give a discount if I ask, but I don't ask because I know what he's worth. I know he's worth probably more than 40. I mean, he could probably get away with 45 to 50. I've got another engineer that we don't call her that much because she's really good, but she's really expensive, and she starts at $75 an hour. But when I tell my clients that, when I tell the client, they're like, "Ooh, that's expensive." Yeah, but look what you're getting for $75 an hour. I mean, this girl got 3 Grammys. I mean, do you want that Grammy vibe of an engineer working with you, and a producer and somebody who's going to help you build your song? I mean, dude, you're talking about your song. I mean, if you're just trying to make crap to throw out on Spotify real quick, do it on your phone, man. Seriously. you don't need me for that. That's a thing. But yeah, listen, the big thing with that, man, is to charge something. Don't be super cheap because then you're going to get known as the super cheap person. I would, if it were me and I was starting today, I would start at 25 an hour. I would say I'm worth $25 an hour. If you don't have $25 for me, you don't need me. I'm moving on to the next one. So what? And this works. This works with also what you charge for your studio, not just what you're charging for your services as an engineer and a producer. Now, producer's a little different. Producer, we can talk about that. We'll talk about that another time. I don't want to mix up producer with engineering, because generally when we engineer, we end up being producers, or we end up being vocal coaches. We end up asking the guitar player to make sure he's in tune. That's different, you know. That's look, my name's going on your project as the engineer. It's gonna be good. You know, that's the thing, man. I'm not gonna let something go out of here that isn't up to my standards. You know, I have asked clients to leave. I have asked clients to not put my name on their project because I disagree with some of the things that they're doing. I might disagree with some lyrical content. I might disagree with the way they're doing it. You know, if a guitar player just simply refuses to tune his guitar, I don't want to be a part of it. You know, I'll still engineer it and you're still going to pay me my rate. But at the same time, don't put my name on this, bro. I don't want anybody else knowing this was me. I don't need anybody hearing that and saying, "Ooh, who was that? Man, that's nasty." Don't put my name on it. You know, so you got to be very selective. I mean, you do have a reputation. If you don't have one now, you're building one. You know, so yeah, what do you charge? I would say in today's market, no less than $25 an hour. Don't go crazy. I mean, if you don't have the stats, you don't have stuff hanging on your wall, don't go tell somebody you cost $100 an hour. That ain't gonna work for you. You know, and until you can prove yourself worthy of $100, you know, start at 25, man. If you're brand new, 25. I'm $25 an hour. 2-hour minimum. You know, because especially if you got to drive somewhere, man. You got to drive to Newport Beach. No, I ain't going out there for less than I'm not going to Newport Beach for less than $200 myself. But that's just me. You know, so yeah, just figure that out, man. But always charge something. The general rule, always charge something. Even if you tell your best friend to buy you a sandwich, charge something. Have some kind of exchange for doing what you do. Yeah, look, we all have friends that know what we do and they want us to do stuff with them and they want us to do stuff for them and they want us to help out on their projects and things like that. Always charge something, even if it's a sandwich. So, boom. Hey, any questions? Brian, you got any questions for me, bro? Anybody else hanging out with us got a question, comment, concern? Because I do have a question for you. I'll give you a second to put something in the chat. Hey, you know what? Sometimes we get super busy, so make your question look like this. Put a Q and a colon in front of your question, so I could tell it apart from just a comment. You know what I mean? That's if it comes up, but sometimes sometimes we don't. It doesn't matter. How do you balance both roles as a producer and an engineer? Oh, this is the question. Dude, I could put the question on screen. Look at this. How do you balance both roles as a producer and an engineer? Should you mix as you produce a sound? Good question, Brian. I appreciate that, man. And listen, so let's get into this then. By producer, I don't mean the one who makes the beat. That is not a producer. The one who makes the beat is the beat maker. The one who is the producer is the one who says, no, that guitar tone you have sounds like crap. Let's dial in that guitar tone a little bit better. Maybe click off the distortion pedal on your pedal board. Hey, drummer, let's not play double kick on a ballad. Okay, we don't need double kicks on a ballad. Let's not do that. Dude, that's a producer. The producer is the one who makes the song, the one who makes the record. The beat maker is the one who made the beat, and you're gonna bring it to a rapper. Your rapper gonna buy it. He's gonna rap on it. That's the beat maker. Yeah, this term has been distorted over the last few decades to mean the guy who makes the beat is called the producer. No, the producer is Quincy Jones. The producer is Mark Ronson. That's the producer. Quincy Jones ain't making no beats. No, he's making records. Mark Ronson is making records. There's a big difference. So yeah, you can be the engineer and the producer. Like many times, I'll stop the band or between takes, I'll ask the guitar player to check his tuning. I'll even ask, hey, may I make a suggestion? Instead of playing that tom roll like that, do it the other way. It might sound better. It might feel better. Or maybe lay back on that snare a little bit. Get off the click a little bit. Give it that backbeat, man. Give it some of that. Give it some of that. Give it some of that bounce. Give it some of that soul. But I'll ask for, if I don't know the band, I'll ask first. Hey, is it okay if I make a suggestion? Because sometimes they don't want your opinion. They don't want you to. They don't care about you. I've actually had clients tell me to shut the F up. Don't say a word. Just press the button when we tell you to. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do exactly that. I'm just going to press the button when you say go. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to interject. I'm not going to ask you to tune your guitar. I'm not going to tell you that you're singing like shit. I'm just not going to tell you because you told me to F off and shut up. So here I am shutting up. I'm still $50 an hour though. So let's keep that in mind. But yeah, that's how it works, man. You can't, it's a fine line, bro. You really got to be, you really do have to, I'm getting a phone call here, man. I'm going to send her the voicemail because she should know where I am. She should be watching is what she should be doing. She ought to be looking at me, asking me questions. But anyway, so no, as an engineer, you're sometimes expected to be the person that says those things. Sometimes they want their help. They want your help. But I will usually ask, hey, is it okay if I give you some tips on how to sing a little better? Let me give you some tips on how you can get rid of those plosives every time you say T. You know what I mean? Let me help you with that because I got a trick that can help you out with that. Every time you say T, it feels a little loud. So I got a trick. Let me share with you. So that's what you can do, man, is you have to find that line. And I always ask. And mixing, yeah, dude, the way I was thinking about that this morning, man. I'm going to do let me see if I can do it next month is mixing and mastering month here at ES Audio on the YouTube channel, for the YouTube channel. We're going to be going through some mixes and everything. And, maybe, yeah, see, I'm not going to have to, maybe I'm trying to figure out when I can do this, but, I do want to share with you. I'll just make it another video, bro. Maybe I'll throw out a video on a Tuesday or something. Because I figured it out. I was talking to a student the other day, and he kind of asked me a similar question about when we record vocals, and I actually record vocals kind of weird. The way I do it is kind of strange, but I do it because I have an analog console in both my rooms. I've got analog consoles, so the way that I record vocals is through the console, so it's a little weird. And it kind of stands out a little bit as being not the normal. So I'm going to share that with you. Maybe I'll do that. I'm trying to think of when I can do it, but maybe I'll just throw a random video out on a Tuesday or something, man. And just because I do think it's weird the way that I do it, and I think y'all should know about it, especially if you have an analog console. Man, if y'all don't have an analog console in your studio, please think about getting one. Think about incorporating like an SSL Big 6 or something, so that you can actually have some analog summing when you're mixing. It makes all the difference. Wait July. We're gonna be sharing a lot of that in July. Okay, so what we're doing in July is mixing and mastering month. So I think the first week, I don't have the whiteboard in here, but I think the first week is mixing in the box. The next week is mixing on the console. The week after that is hybrid mixing. And then we're going to talk, then the fourth week is mastering. So that's what the next 4 weeks of schedule looks like. This coming week, we're talking about the foldback systems from the analog consoles through the console, and also just like if we're in the box. We're talking about the foldbacks of the headphones, the Q system, so the artist can hear what we're doing. We got a big session coming in on Monday. And we're going to have to split out we're going to have to add all the instruments to the headphones so everybody can dial them. So everybody's got their own little mixer. and everybody's going to be able to dial themselves in. So it's going to be awesome. There will be video of that. I don't know if they'll let me use it, but we'll see. We had a Zoom meeting this morning about the production, and all this is going to be filmed, but I don't know if they're going to let me use any of that. So there's that. I'll know by next week, and I'll let you know. But the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, hopefully I answered your question, Brian, because I kind of went long on that. But trust me, bro, we got some stuff coming up. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, dude, go subscribe right now. Stop. I'll wait. No, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man, because I got some cool stuff coming up. Like I said, man, next month this mixing and mastering is going to be hot. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be hot because it's July in the desert, but in the California desert. But here's what I wanted to ask you, and I know that if Joanne's watching, if she's here, we talked about this a little bit last night, but I kind of don't understand. I don't like our current calendar system. And I found a better calendar that I think looks better and feels better. Let me show you the two calendars, and then in the comments or live, you can let me know which one you think looks better or acts better. Sound like a plan? Does that sound good? I'm going to share my screen with you. Here's my screen I'm sharing. So this is our current calendar. If I go over here and I click on Studio A, it's going to show me Studio A, and then I can book it. When I book it, I can add extras. I can add no engineer. I can add Cameron as an engineer. I can add me as an engineer. I can add a block, 4-hour block or a 6-hour block. Then I can pick my day, pick my time, and fill out the information, and then go from there. Does that make sense? That does make sense, right? Now, my other calendar looks like this. The new calendar that I kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. That was the old calendar. Here's the new calendar. So this is the new calendar that I was working on, and I shared it with Joe last night, and she said she didn't really like it. So, but it's very, very similar, except Studio A is here. It's a 2-hour minimum. You can go in here. You can actually click on Learn More, and it gives you some description about it, which is different than the other calendar. The other calendar doesn't really have this cool little description about it. But when you go in and book now, it shares with you, okay, well, there's a 4-hour block, a 6-hour block, an 8-hour block. You can choose Donny or you can choose Cameron, and or just no engineer. With no engineer, you just click continue, and it'll go on to the thing. You can pick the day that you want, pick the time that you want, and fill out your information. When you click continue, it's going to ask you to pay your deposit and moving on, and so on, and so on. So those are the two calendars. I'm just kind of torn as to which one I kind of like the second one better. I just think it looks better. Let me share that with you one more time. Oh, here's the button. Looking for the right button. So here's that one. If we go back to the standard of it, let's see if I can go back. Choose the appointment. Yeah. So this is the Studio A. Whatever. View all categories. This is the standard. What it looks like. This is the standard of the second calendar. I like that they have the little graphics to, I can make these graphics whatever they want to be. Let me turn off this live thing real quick. So this is kind of what this one looks like. This one's kind of bland. And I tried to go in today and change colors and add some branding to it, but they don't let you do that. It is what it is. And then when you go into the thing, I mean, that's pretty much it. On this one, when you go into the thing, you at least get, some cool little buttons, and it just looks I don't know, man. I just think it looks better. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. So I appreciate if you guys are watching in the replay. Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there giving a comment, click on the subscribe button, man. Come on. YouTube is trying to show me some love, and I'm trying to get to the love mark of 1,000 subscribers. I'm just so close, man. So there is that. So do that. I will, any more questions? I appreciate you guys letting me know about which calendar you think looks best. Maybe I'll try the other one for a week, live online, and see if, see how it works. You know what I mean? See if everybody likes it. See if I like it. The other one does have the first one that I showed you does have some advantages. in that it automatically generates an invoice at our accounting software thing, and there's that. But I don't mind making an invoice. I mean, that's easy. I don't care. You know, how long is that going to take me? 32 seconds. You know, I got a couple of seconds to make an invoice. I'm all right. I just like how it looks better. I like the look of it. You know, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. For now, it's the old calendar still there. It's exactly the same as you expect it to be, as it always has been. The other one I can have coupons as well. This one's got coupons, and you know, it's okay. So, if there are no other questions, I try not to keep you guys more than half hour or so on Thursdays, because I know you're busy. I got stuff to do too. But at the same time, I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. The two of y'all that are here, I appreciate it. And let me know, man, if anything comes up. Oh, you know what? What was it? Oh, I do have this, man. If y'all want to check this out, if you've not seen this, go to learnprorecording.com/Patch Bay. I think I got that. I don't know if I got that on the. I don't know. Let me see if I got that on the thing I could put in the chat. I'm not even sure. Let me check. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. I guess I don't have that. No, I don't. I will give you this though in the chat. I'll put this in the chat. This thing's super cheap. Was it $9 or something, man? Go grab that. It's all about business. It's all about starting your business as an audio engineer, music producer, studio owner. I know what I was going to tell you. I got a student, an old student from a couple of years ago. That's he called me back. He called me yesterday, and he said he's asking me if he was telling me that he's going to be starting his own studio with. He's got a couple of homies he's going in with, and they wanted to come by and pick my brain and ask me some questions. This has happened a couple of times where students ask me my opinion, and I say, I don't know, man. It's tough. This is a rough business. It's tough out here. It's hard. This is hard. This ain't easy. If you're weak, if you're not set up to do, if you're not set up as an entrepreneur, and you gotta, if you're not ready for that, if you like having a job and you like having someone else do the marketing for you, and someone else do the sales, and someone else do everything, and you just got to show up there and they give you a check on Friday, that might be for you. Because I had one guy in particular, I'm not going to name names because some of y'all might know who he is, but I had one person that left. When he left here, he went and started his own studio, and he legit called me 3 weeks later asking if he could come back. But part of the problem was when he left, he took some of my clients with him when he left. In our business, we call that bridge burning, or that's a good name for it, bridge burning. Yeah, maybe not do that. You know. And then he lasted all of 3 weeks, bro. And then he called me and said, bro, I don't know how you do it, man. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't know how you do it. It's just we're built different, man. We are built different. All of y'all that are watching me right now, we are built different. You got to know that. Don't feel bad about it. You are unique, and you are special. And I don't mean special in a derogatory term. But we are special. We are unique. We're built different, bro. And it shows. And the ones that, like I said earlier, man, success to me is that you out there doing it. You out there you're just doing it. You know, you are being you. You're doing what you love to do, and you're paying your rent. You're paying your bills. You're eating your food. You're paying for the kids' shoes. Slow clap for all of us, man. I tell you what, we are special. We are unique, and we gotta come together, man. We gotta become a group of people. So we gotta become a Facebook group. Yeah, go sign up, man. It's absolutely free. Go get on the Facebook group. Go to Learn Pro Recording, man. Click, sign up. Get on community, man. It's free. That one don't cost nothing. I do have a community that costs money. You can actually find it here. Go to the courses. Check out all the stuff we got for sale, man. We got intro to audio engineering, advanced audio engineering. I got one-on-one coaching in-house, one-on-one coaching remote. There's a community, there's a membership, bro. It's on and it's working, and I am excited. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you, and let's do this, man. I'm all right. I gotta stop because I'm keeping y'all way too long, man. I always do that. I get talking. Y'all keep me. You were asking questions. That's what it was. Oh, wait. Brian's got another question. What EQ do you recommend for mixing bass, 808s, and kicks, low-end mixing? Hey, Brian, if you've got Brian, let me ask you something, bro, real quick. Are you on a universal audio device? Do you have UAD? Or do you have the Waves bundle? If you've got any Waves stuff, I've got an answer for both. Let me just go ahead and answer it then. If you've got a UAD, use the Fairchild 660 for low-end stuff. It's a compressor, but you can dial that punk in, crank it all the way up on the input, and come back on the time constraint, and you're going to get this grit that you just can't get with anything else. If you're talking about Waves, if you're on Waves, one thing to use, the Magma channel strip. That's it. The Magma channel strip. Go there, do that. Low end is just going to be smooth and silky and just amazing, and there's nothing like it, bro. So try that. Give that a try. Hopefully that answered your question, my friend. And if you got any more questions after I leave here, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the description, because I check these pretty much every day, man, to make sure there's no question. Actually, I get a notice if there's a question in there. So hopefully that answered your question. Fairchild 660 or the Magma channel by Waves. Those are the two that I use constantly for low end stuff: bass, 808s, kick drums, what have you. So there you go. All right, let's get up out of here. We will see you guys Monday. Don't forget, we're talking about headphone systems, fallback systems from the systems, which should be interesting because that doesn't get a lot of love. It don't get a lot of people just assume, oh, they got headphones. Yeah, but okay, how do we make it work? What's the best way to make it work? That's what we're going to talk about. And then Wednesday, of course, the blog post. Don't forget about that. If you're on my list, you're gonna get access to the blogs all the time. I shoot an email out. Hey, don't check out the blog. It's cool. Or if not, just go to learnprorecording.com, or is it? Yeah, it's learnprorecording.com. I don't know. Learnprorecording.com. Click on the blog post. It's right there on the top. Those are always cool. Then oh yeah. Yeah, then Monday is the I don't know, bro. Monday's the podcast, Wednesday's the blog post. Next Thursday, we're back here live. I don't know what time. You'll get an email the day before letting you know. Other than that, I'm gonna try to throw that thing out on maybe on Tuesday. Since I'm in the studio, since we got a live thing tomorrow. Somebody's using the system here tomorrow. So since it's already in this room, maybe I'll show you how I record, what I do weird when I record vocals. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. I will let you guys go. I'm gonna let you get up out of here. And don't forget, man, my name is Donny Baker. I'm with LPR Sound Foundations as well as ES Audio Recording Studios in lovely Los Angeles, California. I'm your mentor and your coach, bro. That's what I love to do, man. I love sharing what I know. I love sharing what I do. That to me is success. With that, I'm gonna get up out of here. We do have I don't have a button for it. I just got to press the button. We got an outro screen. See you guys next time. Donny B, I'm out.